that. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I now remember those grass drills from time to time. But I seriously, I want to thank all the sports writers for your votes. When Gary called me and told me that I'd won the award, and he probably will attest to it. At first, I didn't really think that, maybe I was, as worthy as some of these guys that's on this list that I'm reading. And but I promise you, I'm going to try my best the rest of my career to be worthy. I will say this: this award, my journey is kind of strange in a way. God works in a very mysterious way. I played football, and I grew up and started my coaching career in Bluefield. And I look on here, and if you're from Bluefield, Mayor Gaynor is just, he's a legend, beyond legends at Bluefield. He started all the Bluefield lore and all that. And as I become a head coach, I eventually ended up in Beckley, and of course that's where Coach Van Meter is. And for every bit as much of a legend as Coach Gaynor is in Bluefield, Coach Van Meter is in Beckley. And just to see my name, on the list with these guys is pretty humbling. But I started my career in 1987, and as I said, God works in mysterious ways. When I became a head coach in 1990, there was a couple of coaches, older coaches, that befriended me in 1990, 91, 92, that kind of thing. And when I won the award, those two coaches were like the first ones to call. And one of them's here now, Coach Hammer and Coach Jefferson from Capital. So almost before anybody else knew about it, Coach had given me a call, welcomed me to the club, and then Coach Jefferson called, talked to me for about 3 hours now that he's retired, and I got to wake up at 5:30 in the morning. He don't even call me till 10. I sat there and listened because, I learned more from those two guys than I learned from any book or anything like that. But as weeks went on, I began to get phone calls from Coach Ryan, Coach Walker, Coach Williams, Coach Barksdale, all these legendary coaches. I see some names on here that I kind of wish they were still around, Jess Lilly and Jim Lilly. And, the stories maybe we could have told and heard. But, God blessed me with two things in the last couple of years. One was coming to Independence High School. And getting to coach a guy like that, whoa, he's something else. I've had 6 guys. I've had 6 award winners. I've had 2 Kennedys, 2 Warners, 1 Huff, and one Hunt. And I'm gonna tell you something. Doug Legursky's a big old boy, and some of those other guys are big old boys, Spark Level 6'5". I'm gonna tell you what, they had nobody as tough as that kid over there. So he blessed me coming here. I'm grateful that I get to coach him, and especially to get to coach 2 back-to-back Kennedy Award winners. First time ever in AA. And then this award, the second blessing is I wouldn't be here at all if it wasn't for Linda Lilly. And I wouldn't have won the award without her. So thank you very much.